Nigeria is bleeding, Lamido says after closed door meeting with Obasanjo. Hello, my wonderful people, real leaders and honest people who are not deceiving themselves, know the true state of the country. And Buhari may not like it, but some of the northern leaders are meeting together with former President Olusegun Obasanjo to look at possible way to get this nation out of the present predicament. Muhammadu Buhari is doing all humanly possible to ensure, that that Nigeria is handed over to Fulanis before he leaves. The sentiment he has about them is so vividly clear that you can touch it. You can touch it. It's that visible. Even the blind can see it. How he takes sides with them and all that has been going on. And so, Lemido has come to Obasanjo to look into the current predicament and what could possibly be done. You see, Olusegun Obasanjo is one person who has been speaking into the current predicament of the country. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Nigeria is bleeding, Lemido says after closed door meeting with Obasanjo. Sanusi Lamido, former governor of Jigawa State, says Nigeria is bleeding, but still believe the country will rise again. Lamido stated this after he met former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo behind closed doors in Abeokuta, Ogun State on Sunday. The ex-governor and the former president talked for hours at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library penthouse. The discussions were centered mostly around the current issues going on in the country, insecurity, economic meltdown, and a lot more going. However, sources said the meeting was not unconnected with the forthgoing convention of the People Democratic Party primaries ahead also of the 2023 presidential election. Lamido was also said to be eyeing the presidential ticket for the People Democratic Party. However, Lamido did not let out too much about the meeting, but disclosed that Obasanjo reinforced his faith in Nigeria despite the challenges that things can still look up. We believe that things can get out from where it is currently. The insecurity we are facing today and the challenges staring us in the face can become a thing of the past. Only we have to work at it. A statement released by the media aide Kainde Akinyemi also said, the middle who declared that the country is bleeding, however, said that his meeting with Obasanjo reinforced the faith in the country and that Nigeria will rise again, no matter how far wallowed down it has gone. How do we remain safe is the biggest problem and challenge now in the country, because now nobody is safe again. Imagine kidnapping three of Obasanjo's workers. Who then is safe? They were on a hillocks when unknown gunmen started shooting at them, who adopted them, and they are still being looked for. I have come to visit my father and leader and everything after a long time, and I met him in a very high spirit and good health. We discussed for hours, but he told me that he is now aged, and I responded that he is not, because we still need him in the country. And he says, Salio, I do everything for Nigeria. That is my inspiration. That is why I like him. And this reinforced my faith in the country, Nigeria. We discussed a number of issues, particularly on Nigeria, which he loves so much. Honestly, no matter how down we go, we will rise again. But obviously, it is bleeding. It is really bleeding. So this is the meeting that the two leaders had, discussing on the way forward and what is currently going on in Nigeria. And the obvious fact point to the fact that the country is bleeding, and nobody can deny the fact that things going on there need to be a change, a drastic change from the current predicament. If we don't do what we call a U-turn and we allow things to go the way they are, we don't know how far we're going to be able to keep up with that, because the country currently needs a new face, and we need good leaders, not just the recycling of a former governor of Jigawa, a former governor of Taraba, a former governor of Delta, a former governor, excuse me. Is that what we need? We are not saying that they don't have potential and job experience to be able to effect change, but what did they do while they were there? Because you will look at a man's antecedents, is somebody who has done something that we can point a finger to. That's the kind of person we're thinking about giving an opportunity, not the same set of people roaming around again, the same set of people doing the same thing at the same, I mean, you cannot keep doing the same thing all the time and expect a different result. It's only somebody who has not been rational and be honest with himself that will keep doing the same thing, yes, and be expecting a different result. Excuse me, a different result is not going to come. It's not going to fall on your laps. Okay, if you want a different result, you have to do things differently. You have to apply a different reagent or chemical into the whole equation. Then you can begin to talk about, experiencing differences. If you say, oh, things that are going on, blah 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 blah, and you do not do what you're supposed to do, excuse me, you're still going to end up in the same position. So if you want truly really want a different result, then you have to do things differently. You're not going to sit back and carry on with business as usual and expect that the different result will just fall on your laps. No, it's not going to happen. You see, so these are some of the issues we are currently being confronted with. And as Nigerians, we've got a duty, every one of us, we've got to pray, we've got to be serious, and we've got to be intentional, because the current predicaments clearly show to us that there are some people who are getting, their vibes, yeah, from the current insecurity and the chaos on ground, even from the federal level, who do not want this to end because they've opened, their bank on these things. They are the ones procuring. And at the end of the day, we don't see the things, the army, the police, to be able to withstand and to be able to fight the level of insecurity staring us in the face. So what do we do? A real call for everyone to get on board and to do the right thing, because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result does not give you the desired point where you ought or you want to be. You see, so I mean, these are things that are going on. These are things that are happening. Unless we rise up together and defend the cause of what makes us we, these people have no desire and no truth in them to bring about change. You see, leave us a comment. We really love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Remember, you have a voice. Let it count. Bye for now.